Hello, hello. Hi, everyone, and welcome to my stream. Today, I am going to be playing relatively quickly the original game called Amerzone. Came out back in 1999. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I want to compare that with the new Amerzone, which is coming out later this year. There was a demo which came out on Steam a little while. I wanted to try it. And because the new version is a remaster, well, I was thinking it would be nice to compare the original to the new one. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be comparing the original Amerzone with the new one. And so, without further ado, let's begin.
You're the journalist, aren't you? I gave him your letter the other day. He's probably read it. He received another letter this morning. I put it in his mailbox. It was a letter from the museum. Letters from the museum? They always mean trouble. Maybe you could take it to him. He has trouble moving around, you know. Man, advice, you should see a doctor. Well, that's what I think.
Hello. Yeah, you're right. It did 1999. That's a long time ago. And yeah, I haven't tried it on the PSX, but then yeah, pretty sure it's more or less similar to the PC version. So this is the PC version, which yeah, came out back in 1999. And as you can see, I mean, it is. You can see that it's not new. The resolution is quite blurry and so forth. So I can go to this. I can open this door, but then I don't want to do it yet because I am supposed to go upstairs. I played it a while ago. I don't remember too much, but then yeah, still remember some stuff. And just to be clear, I'm not going to be playing this 1999 game the whole time. I'm just going to be doing it for about half an hour. Half an hour just to be able to compare it later on with the new one.
You are the journalist, aren't you? Amerzone? 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 Too late for me. Too late. It's all over for me. I am no longer in good health, my friend. It's a pity, but what can I do? In any case, Amerzone, all that. No one ever believed me, so after all those years. It's incredible. The egg. The egg. The egg. It's still alive. Alive. Yes. I had planned to take it back over there to Amerzone. My expedition was ready, had it all planned out down to the smallest detail. But now, it's all over. I have no strength left. I have no strength left. You must go for me. You must go. Take the egg back. Take the egg of the white birds back to Amerzone. I beg you, please.
Yeah, back in the day when it came out, it was quite impressive visually, but then now obviously doesn't look that realistic. You can see how 3D graphics evolved considerably over the past couple of years. This wasn't even really real 3D; it's more re-rendered 3D. But then, yeah. Yeah, I guess especially if you're doing it if you're watching the stream on a phone, it's probably a bit easier on the eyes on a smaller screen due to the resolution being quite low. It looks like 640 times 480. Yeah, so it's a rejection letter from the museum in Paris. It's telling a long story. I'm not going to read the whole letter out. But basically, he's writing to his friend, telling him about his past, that he befriended a young lost student from the country, and then that person became a despotic leader. And they went to the Amazon to explore vast intact regions, meet strange Indians, discover incredible exotic plants and animals. The story takes place in the late 1920s, early 1930s. So there was this first friend who later became the leader of the country, but there was also a guide and interpreter The second companion to join was a reverend. And then, yeah, they took off on a hydro float. What he said is a revolutionary invention which, according to the plans, would meet the needs of a modern scientific exploration. And the prototype of this hydro float had some design flaws, so they crashed. The mechanics failed them on the way, and it was only by a miracle that they set foot on the shores of the Amazon. And once they arrived over there, then they heard from some Indians that there were some great white birds. And that was his motivation, I guess, to go there to find those great white birds. I'm trying to close and move away from to leave the screen when I forgot which button it is to close this. Ah, got it. And so yeah, back in the day, everything was pre-rendered 3D, I guess, and no real 3D graphics. And actually, early on the letterhead, there was the phone number of the museum, so I'm going to try to call that number.
Hello, Museum of Natural History, Paris, France. Office of the Curator, Edward Millot speaking. What? Valenpois, you again. I swear, I've told you before, it's no use phoning. Your expedition plans to the Amerzone do not interest us. Do you understand? But we have neither the desire nor the means to back your fraudulent adventures. So, I beg you to stop bothering us. My predecessors learned the hard way the cost of trusting you, and I won't be taken in. Do you hear me? I am a serious scientist, sir. Ha! Goodbye and good riddance.
some pretty nice sketches as well in the old game. Amazon Goose. So they watch geese fly off towards the Amazon. And they took off over this, using this flying invention. I think they call it the hydro float. Lots of whales. Some pretty good sketches, actually. I'm not rating this because sometimes it can be a little bit hard to read some of the handwriting. But yeah, basically they flew over to the Amerzone and then on this hydro float, and then due to some kind of technical failure or something, well, they had some damage to the hydro float, and then they were stranded on the island. And these were the two companions. Mekowski is the Reverend, and the other guy, Alvarez, is a student who later became the leader of the country, I guess. Some crocodiles on the Amazon River. Yeah, some sketches of the village. So for those of you just joining, so I'm playing the original Amerzone for about 30 minutes or so, so I'm going to be ending soon anyway. But I just wanted to show how it looked like, because I'm going to be playing the demo of the remaster in just a couple of minutes. First, I wanted to compare the original one with the new one. Because many times, we often say, well, why do we need a remaster and so forth? And many cases, I agree that there is no need for a remaster, but then this game was pretty good in the day, but then now it's a little bit, it shows its age nowadays. But I just wanted to be able to compare to see what has changed. Yeah, so he's telling the story through those different sketches. So they on the Amazon, and then Yeah, they are looking for the strange white birds. It's a little bit hard to read some of the handwriting for me at least. Some strange animals as well, or animals or creatures or whatever those are. Yeah. A tricorn buffalo, a orcopotamus, a rhinopotamus. So those are some kind of hybrid exotic creatures, I guess. And some kind of fish eating lizard. He has a long nasal appendix that ends in a kind of claw that it uses to fish after hooking an insect larva to it. Okay. I can't even read the top one. So they reach the falls of the Amazon. And he reached a native village, established contact with the Indians. He had some kind of strong fever. He was ill, and apparently, I guess, the Indians took care of him. So the natives took care of him. Well, they did say they are peaceful Indians who survive on hunting, gathering, and on honey, which they consume in great quantities that they eat. So he has, made friends with some of the natives. He shared some knowledge with the natives on the laws of mechanics and physics. And taught them about how to improve their lives with physics. So I guess they make use of the waterfalls to create energy. Hello, hi, and welcome to my stream. So what I'm doing today is I'm trying the original Amerzone, which came out back in 1999. It's a pretty old game, but then in 5 minutes or so, I'm going to switch to the new one. There is a demo which came out on Steam, and I'm playing the original one because I wanted to